And boom, we are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Take a seat and get comfortable. Hope you're all having an absolutely fantastic day so far. It's great to have you all here. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Godeater, and specifically, we're going to be checking out their debut EP, which is called Divine Abstraction. So, I've got a little bit of a history with this band, considering they just released their debut single I think it was about 5-6 months ago. I've got a little bit of history with them. So basically what happened was my boy, who seems to have who disappeared, Danny Villarreal, I think that's how you say your name. 1,000 apologies if I'm offending your entire nation, but Villarreal, I think that's how you say it. He... buddy of mine, known him for a while. He's he's a member and the main songwriter, I'm pretty sure, for a lot of different projects. One of my favorite ones being Salem Burning. I've been a fan of Salem Burning for a good number of years now. So we speak, not enough. I wish I should definitely try and speak to more people. Keep in touch, but I'm just really bad at doing that. He hit me up and he said, "Hey brother, wanted to see you would probably want to check out my band's debut track. It has a lot of Salem influence and oh god, I can't speak today. It has a lot of Salem Burning influence. The vocalist was even in the band for a track. It would be cool if you could check it out, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth." That track just so happened to be the third track of Divine Abstraction, which we're going to be checking out very soon, which was called Agony Bound. I heard it, and then I listened to it again, and then I listened to it again, and then I listened to it again. I was really taken with it. It's a super, super strong debut song with really nice, crisp, polished music video as well. Just coming out of the gates really, really strong, and unusual atmosphere to the track as well. We're gonna check it out. I'm going to check it out before we start, just in case you haven't heard of them before. And there's a lot of bands out there, so there's a chance that you haven't. We'll check it out just to get everyone up to speed, so you know where I started with the band as well. But yeah, I was just instantly taken, and I was like, yeah, dude, this shit fucking slaps, bro. This is really, really cool. And then so on and so forth. Here we are. I've got some notes about Agony Bound. It's blackened symphonic deathcore. It's got all the blackened qualities and all the symphonic qualities. It's got a massive amount of depth going on. There's a shit ton of stuff going on. Unusual guitar atmospherics. You'll know it when you hear it. It's just an unusual vibe. I don't know if it's major or minor or diminished or what he's doing to it, but it just sounds really, really fucking cool. The mix is great. Very heavy, like really, really, like, but it doesn't scrimp on the heaviness in any way to add in the blackened or the symphonic elements. It's heavy as shit, and the vocals are insane, like really, really, like top tier vocals, which we're about to listen to now. But yeah, really, really, really good. Just overall, a very, very impressive debut song. Right, let's move this over here. Actually, getting a little bit ahead of myself, since we're just going to be listening to it. Now, you know what, actually, because I was talking about the music video, so we'll do that as well. Bear with me, my dudes. Okie dokie. Right, so this was the first thing I heard by them. I've heard the song an ungodly amount of times. Okay, Godeatertx, I should mention. Agony Bound. Let's go.
First
I mean, I think it's safe to say we're in for a pretty fucking good time. It's just such a solid, well, it's a lot more than solid, it's fucking fantastic. Those guitar, some of the vocals, when I did the full-on stank face, couldn't actually resist, even though I've heard it a bunch of times. And the unusual guitar playing there just really added an interesting vibe to what was already a really good song, but just made it stand out a little bit. Let's get on with the album. Let's do it. The EP. Divine Abstraction, Godeater. First track we have is Eternal Descent. Let's go. What? That's the second track. Oh man, the filth. Unbelievable. Let's keep it going. Next track, Agony Bound. We've heard this one before, so that last track was so different. I'll talk at the end.
This
New track, Codex Gigas. Let's go. Wow. Holy shit, talk about a good ender. Godeater, ladies and gentlemen. Divine Abstraction. Okay. Cards on the table. Seriously impressed by that. Really, really fucking impressed by that shit. For a debut EP. Yeah, I was starting to run out of room on my page, to be perfectly honest. There was so many bits I want to go back and check out. Just initial thoughts. The key word, unusual. Unusual guitar tone, key, tuning, effect. I'm not a music guy, said it a million times. But the guitars, everything was great about it. Don't even get me started on some of the vocals, which we're going to go back to. There was a lot to like here, but I felt that the guitar work and how it was placed, and the fact that they never got too indulgent. It was just there to kind of add on like a little bit of kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say mysticism, but it gave the whole album, the whole EP, an unusual vibe, which is really going to help set it apart from everything else. It's got all the great like deathcore stuff there, but just that extra added little interesting ambience with mostly the guitars, but a little bit of the symphonic elements as well. That's what helps set it apart for me. So let's just dive straight back in here. 3 minutes in my excitement, I didn't even write what I'm supposed to be looking out for. So I'm counting like 4 different like drumming techniques and like beats, and different timings on the guitars, different timings on the vocals, different timings on the orchestral stuff going on in the background, the symphonic stuff. It never let you settle even for a second. Even when you thought it was just going to do like a standard blast beat section, it was like, nope, here's like lots of different things in a very short space of time. And then just no hesitation, gets straight on with it, goes straight into an absolutely brutal slam section. So intricate, and all of that would count for nothing if the production wasn't on point. And I can't speak highly enough about the mix, especially those frantic sections. Like, it sounds great throughout, but especially on those sections where there's so many different things going off at different times. If the mix was muddy in any way, or those symphonic elements were just like, too hard to find, it would have just muddied the sound, but not the case here at all. Really, really impressive. Next, got 4 minutes in. I read it wrong, it's 4:20. Rather fittingly. Okay, finally found it. Thank you for bearing with me. It's the guitar work here. Guitar work and the vocals. Just love the guitar work in this. Can't speak highly enough about it. This was one of the most furious displays of what sound to me like tunnel throats. They sound very raspy, very, very tunnely. But they could be something else. But they're so nasty and so just swampy, like just like soaking wet sounding. They're really, really impressive. And then effortlessly goes back to the goblin style vocals, which also sound absolutely fantastic. And he's got the kind of like narration, kind of low, like, well, not narration vocals, but like not too far away from it. He's got like the really, like, you can do like the clear shit, you can do the super gargly, like almost slammy stuff. He's got the like the deathcore flow. Just very impressed with the vocals overall. I don't quite know what I'm doing in my hands here, but very, very impressive shit. There's a part here at 6th, around about here, that I want to get into. The guitar's doing that kind of like behemoth-y style like slide is also really, really good. Just keeping everything in time. Yeah, really, really impressive. Another bit up here. I could be here for a long time just vibing off of this. Let's move on to another one. You get what I'm trying to say. Just insane. So yeah, the intro to what time are we on here? 13. The intro. Well, let's listen to it and then we can instead of me just describing it to you. Yeah, so the intro to Codex Gigas was very interesting. It was an interlude track, which I just want to play. it's just so it's an interesting touch. So they had the intro, which I've actually forgotten the name of, like a dumbass, Eternal Descent, which I'm like 99% sure didn't have any vocals in it. That was just an instrumental, which was really, really good. I actually wrote, when I heard that, a creepy intro, showing everything on the first track. So there wasn't any vocals in it, I'm fairly sure. But they showed the like symphonic shit, the black metal shit, the go fast, go heavy, go slow, the kind of signature atmospheric guitars were there. They really like set the scene very, very well. I really like instrumental intros to tracks, to EPs and albums. I think they're really, really cool. And then they went for a fourth one on Codex Gigas. I was expecting that to actually go into a song, and it was just just another different look. I'm all for that. I've got a sneaking suspicion some people might see that as filler, but I don't actually think it is. It was really cool to listen to, and it went nice from Agony Bound right into Divine Abstraction. I think it's cool. I think it's probably a lot better than maybe release another song that they're kind of like halfway finished with. I think it's okay, but let's just throw it in there to like, I think that would be padding. We'll just throw in this. It's kind of like half done, but we'll just write a song around Codex Gigas or something like that, So I thought it was really, really cool. Helped the album, the EP. I'm gonna have to stop saying album. Helped the EP stand out more than it already does. So Divine Abstraction sounded the most black metal on the whole thing by a long way. Some of the sections were very, very interesting. Like the drumming's got a lot more kind of space to it. It's a lot more blast beaty, and the whole mix kind of goes quite a bit more trebly. I think there might be an effect put on the dude's vocals actually, maybe to give them a bit more of a like slight echo during that, which I thought was really, really cool. So I've literally just written about 17 here and just wrote a bunch of question marks. Just not what you would hear in a Lorna Shore track, you know what I mean? Like that is not to the Hellfire. That sounds very experimental. Sounds almost like they're kind of just. I don't want to say just jamming, because that makes it sound like makes it sound like I'm saying it's messy. It's not messy. But it's it's almost got an improvised quality to it. I can't quite put my finger on it, and I don't have the musical know-how to actually explain it. But there's just a very interesting section. And then final point, just to lead us to finish it off perfectly, some more great guitar work. and then that's it. So, I'm extremely fucking impressed with that. I'm extremely impressed with basically everything about that. The mix, absolutely essential if you're going to be making an EP that's as complex as that's got so many different moving parts, so many subtleties to it. The mix has to be on point. It was really, really impressive mix. Vocals are incredible. That section during Fallen Coven, about 3 minutes in, just where it's just pure deathcore, just madness, basically, is really, really impressive. And like, there's the narration stuff, there's the goblin stuff, there's the black metal stuff, there's the stuff that I can't quite put in a certain category, so on and so forth. The vocals are just really, really impressive. You already know what I think of the guitar work. Absolutely stellar. Really, just well played. Very well placed as well. Didn't become overindulgent. There could have been a lot more guitar solos sprinkled in there. But it was nice that where they popped up. It was just the perfect amount, basically. And the drumming and bass and just everything else was on point as well. Really interesting songs. I like the fact that there's 2 instrumental tracks. I'm gonna look like such a fucking idiot if there was actually vocals in the first song, but I'm 99% sure there wasn't. But who knows? God, I'm such a dumbass. Codex Gigas as well. I thought that was really cool. Just putting another little cool instrumental bit. Really heavy, really fast, really, really unpredictable. I mean, I already said it going through all my notes, but I'm thoroughly impressed by that. Yeah, super, super ambitious debut EP from Godeater, and cannot wait to hear more. Yeah, seriously fucking impressive shit. So, as per usual, if you scroll down, you'll find links to the EP that we just heard, which is on Slam Worldwide, because of course it is. You also find links to their social medias, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever else they've got will be down below. You also find links to where you can buy merchandise, which is a really, really good way to support bands. And you'll find various streaming stuff, Spotify, Apple Music, all that type of shit. Please go down, click on every single one, every single link. Buy some merchandise if you can. I know times are tough. But if you fancy treating a band, go get them some merchandise. But beyond that, like all their shit, follow them on Instagram. Drop them a DM, slide in the DMs, and tell them how much of a good job they're doing. Just share their stuff on your story. Just do whatever you can, because yes, it was a really, really impressive debut EP, and I cannot wait to hear more. One more time, Godeater Divine Abstraction. Go stream the shit out of that. I am going to go and probably listen to it again. Take it easy, guys. Always a pleasure, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.